Hi there, everybody. It's Jason Prigge from the Coolest Coast from Vagabond Creative Studios, and I have a treat for you. I did a quick interview with my friend Tom Drill today. He was walking by our office window, and I pulled him in, and I said, "Hey, Tom, can you please help me out and do an interview?" He said, "Anything for you," so here we are. And please enjoy the interview with one of the greatest people I know, Mr. Manitowoc. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Drill. Hi, everybody. This is Jason Prigge of Vagabond Creative Studio, The Mindset, and The Coolest Coast. And I am here with my good friend and really somebody who I respect almost more than anybody else on this planet, my friend Tom Drill. How you doing?
My buddy, I'm privileged. Privileged. Well, you would say that to me. I know you're sincere because ever since I met you a few decades ago, you've been a pinnacle of sincerity. But to say those kind words when I feel very unworthy, oh my, oh my, oh my.
But the thing
Thanks,
is, you're
Jason.
worthy, and that's one of the charming things about you is you're so humble. Okay, because you could be, you do a lot of good work, right? And you could be like, oh, I'm so great, but you're not. You're just humble. And that's a quality reserved for saints. And
When
that's
I
why
think-
I say that.
When I think of
I know
you,
I'm embarrassing you. Sorry.
I feel like a non-achiever when I think of what you have done. As a husband
Yeah.
and a father and a businessman and a man who's bringing life back to our lakeshore. Oh, Jason.
So, what is your history in Manitowoc? Have you always lived in Manitowoc?
Almost always. Lived out east for a while when I was a male governess. Took care, rather inadequately, I thought, of my niece and nephew, who were born and kept their mom and dad very busy, so I was invited to join them in childcare. So that was my one responsibility outside of this area, plus a little volunteering on the Gulf Coast, but nothing that substantial.
Sure,
Nothing I've done has been that
But
substantial.
you've always come back to Manitowoc.
Always. My home base. My home block. I'm now living in the block where I was born.
Wow, no kidding.
I was born indoors,
Wow.
but I am right there. And right now, I am next door to the home that's the only home I know for all my years.
Awesome. You know, Manitowoc, the city of Manitowoc, I was just talking to the mayor, is celebrating its 150th anniversary this year. Actually, the date is March 12th.
March 12th.
Yeah, just so you know, 150 years Manitowoc has been a city. So anyway, what type of things do you see, okay, in the city of Manitowoc that are going really great right now?
I think the negativity level has dropped. Not sure why, because governmentally in America and in Washington it's not quite that way. It's going the other direction. But here I think there's a new enthusiasm. People who have been outside the community realize that we have a very precious area in which to live. It's a lovely spot, and we're privileged to call it our home. Therefore, we should do what we can to upgrade it and then sustain it. It's just one of the most special spots on earth. I can't speak with authority because I haven't traveled that much, but I do believe in what I've heard and read that it doesn't get much better, not much better than here.
You know, I can speak with authority to that, and you know my wife as well. We've traveled extensively. I've lived in a lot of different states when I was younger, before I met my wife, and I can tell you it is as good as it gets right here. It is an amazing community. So what can people do in your mind? Like when you look around, Tom, when Tom Drill's walking around, dropping off posters at coffee shops like you do, or talking to other people, what can just ordinary people in Manitowoc do to make it a better place, do you think?
Just to acquire a more positive outlook. Don't look at the downside. There are some negatives. There are negatives everywhere, except in heaven. So just feel free to express what you really think about a land, and know that you still, people tend to look at the dark side. Shouldn't do that. There's no reason to. The bright side is much more appealing, and it's a better way to establish your faith in what you believe the community has to offer. And there's a lot to offer. We're pretty quiet and down. What's what I'm looking for? I guess laid back. But the truth is, we can just appreciate what we have here and do our best to sustain it and improve it and look on the bright side. Not always so easy to do. Not always so easy to do. The orange glass, champagne glass, should be considered half full.
Amen.
Half full,
Yeah.
not half empty.
You know, I agree 100% with that. And that's the mindset that you bring to the community that we could all learn from. And I think that's why you've garnered so much respect, and so many people love you, Tom, because of that. I'm sure that when people view this video, they're going to be hitting their like buttons on their social media and commenting underneath it. And it's going to be nothing but love for you. And I can't wait to show you that, because you really, truly are an awesome person. And
You
I
inspire me. What you have done to
inspire
make
me.
my we belong to
To
a
a
mutual
mutual
admiration
admiration
society. My baby and me.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Tom. I really appreciate your time.
I mean, it's an honor, a real honor. God bless you. Keep up the wonderful work, buddy. We need you.
We need you.
Thank you. This community has a much brighter beacon of hope since you came aboard. Are we lucky? Are we lucky? Am I lucky?
We're lucky. Thanks, buddy.